All right, y'all. We're back to another video. We are back to the reaction. We're here with LSU versus Stanford. This is our first LSU game of the season. They are 9-0 versus 7-1 unranked Stanford. LSU is ranked 5th. Let's get into it.
Tiffany Bird throws it up, and the opening tip is controlled by Samaya Smith out in the starting five. Left the last game with an injury, but she looked fine in practice. And it's shoot around. And Williams get with an injury, but she looked fine in practice. And it's shoot around. Williams
first play of the game
with the three.
Shooter.
Mikaylah Williams is making her offensive game felt.
4% on the season so far from outside the three-point line. Excellent three-point shooting so far for Stanford this season. 44%. That's number one in the country, but a turnover here. They have to take care.
And that's the key to LSU's success so far this season. Turning teams over and getting out and running.
There's a Gara on the glass, and that's a good sign for Stanford. There was pressure on Stanford to get off to a good start here.
I don't know who 50 is.
This loud crowd here tonight.
Absolutely. And right now the ball is moving well for Stanford, so you're seeing them get some high percentage looks.
Johnson gambled on the steal, couldn't get it. Agara's got the offensive rebound and takes it inside for two more. And the foul. What a start for the Cardinal.
Well, the Cardinal are taking what LSU gives them. No one checks Nuno, so she gets the opportunities to play all my guards.
Agara ripped away by Morrow.
It allows me opportunities to play all my guards.
Agara ripped away by Morrow, and here comes LSU
Shaquille O'Neal size
on the run. They have missed their last 5 field goal attempts. Dave Wilson ends that.
Dave Wilson? That name sounds familiar.
Busgana, who was a perfect 10 for 10 from the field in the last game for Stanford. Dimitri answers for 3.
Stanford would be very diligent and patient on the offensive end.
Dave Wilson, no. Wolfenbarger trying to rip it away from Dimitri, but Dimitri wins the battle.
And Eric, Kate Pay immediately stood up when they got that defense rebound and said, slow down. She doesn't want to get in the track meet.
From Duke to LSU.
They will get into a three-point shooting contest.
Equal opportunity, feasting from deep. This time, Harriel left open, making LSU pay. Stanford just trying to clog up the paint. This is why Dave Wilson's getting some of these looks.
LSU, what's up with this score?
This is not a team that lives by the three, making on average 5 a game so far this season. They were 5 of 11 Sunday when they put 131 points on the board. Stanford stays hot.
We asked Kate Pay, what's the key for your team tonight? She said, we got to play with confidence. This team's looking pretty confident so far.
Also,
that was a tough, smothered layup.
She'll reset, defended by excellent defender in Flau'jae Johnson. Samaya Smith comes over for the help to knock it away. Kaylin Gilbert on the floor for LSU, number 16. Very familiar with facing Stanford, the Arizona transfer. That's a 2.
That's the big foul.
Busgana. Johnson tries to sell the foul. Another 3 for Stanford. It's Agara, her 6th made 3 of the season.
About to crash.
Getting 2 feet in the paint and kicking out to open shooters. The problem was 1 of 6 from 3. That's why Nuno Agara was open in the corner.
Cardinal 4 for 6 outside the three-point line. Johnson will try the 3 and make it. Flau'jae.
For 3.
Agara. She is a handful and a half right now for LSU to try to stop.
I want to talk about the bigs for LSU, but Nuno Agara is saying, hey, don't forget about me. The key for her is just to get more comfortable in this Princeton-style offense.
Well, they had her for 2, but they were late on the pass.
Hey, LSU, did y'all want to play today or what?
Instead, it turns
28-13 the first quarter.
Stanford.
Stanford, they moved to the
She's got
ACC.
8 2 3-pointers. Williams,
the Pac-12
sweet, silky touch for 2.
So all the Pac-12 teams, they scattered all over
Stevenson. Dave Wilson got a hand in there. LSU forces the turnover, and a foul's going to be called on Clardy running into Flau'jae.
I mean, and this is just how disruptive Dave Wilson can be. I mean, just accidental contact there. The other key for them is get on the glass, right?
Series, no. First meeting since 2006 Elite Eight. LSU won by 3 points.
Now, the Cardinal +9 on the glass in this game.
14 boards for Stanford, 5 for LSU in that first quarter. Morrow 0 for 3 from the field. Christie averaging 18 points a game, second on the team.
Well, and I want to credit the defensive game plan by Stanford so far. They're playing off.
Paint points are 10-0 in favor of Stanford after that drive to the basket by Bozgana.
I mean, even the entry passes to the post are being clogged up because the guards are playing off, just to slow down the pace of the offense for the Cardinal.
Tough shot, the fadeaway from Dimitri on the baseline. Here's Flaugier. Williams, wide open three.
Shooter. Okay, there we go.
Post play of LSU.
LSU, what are we doing?
Williams trailing. Defense so worried about transition that they sink into the paint. Williams wide open from 3.
Okay, Flaugier with a
for
steal.
Stanford. Another turnover. There's Flaugier in
Oh,
traffic.
is he not passing?
They look for Gilbert on the inside. She has strength. She can use that right hand and left hand equally, and she scores with the left. They look for Gilbert on the inside.
Okay,
she has strength. She can use that right hand and left hand equally, and she scores with the left.
Oh, that's a steal.
Another turnover for Stanford. They've had trouble taking care of the basketball here in the second quarter.
To finish.
Flaugier can't make them pay. Lost start sometimes.
Well, I think it was about the shot clock.
2.
Flaugier.
Hey, big foul.
Crowd gets a little louder. Little accidental offense from Bozgana.
And a couple of times they've been there to take that charge if they go too far in off that pass.
Williams.
Shooter. Uh-oh, now we big gunning now. Okay.
Off that pass.
First it was a little BB gun. Now we big gun. Okay. Shooter. She's a shooter.
That will quiet the crowd. Ogden and Aguera, good work. Aguera.
Steal.
Turnovers have been a problem here for Stanford this quarter. Gilbert.
That's 2.
Scores off the turnover.
For LSU, this is when they're at their best. Steal and getting it out quickly in transition. This time it's Gilbert measuring it up. Pull-up jumpers. They do not want them to get the easy paint points.
Aguera. Morrow there defensively. Three-pointer is good. Called, but it wasn't.
Well, it starts with Aguera's dribble penetration. You see last year Poa kind of look at it, and that's how Dimitri's open for her third made 3. They do not want them to get the easy paint points.
Aguera. Morrow there defensively. Three-pointer is good.
I know I wasn't tripping.
What starts with Aguera's dribble penetration. You see last year Poa kind of look at respect to Indiana, but I feel like if Brooke Dimitri doesn't get in foul trouble in that game, I think the final score is very different for the Cardinals. She had to go to the bench, and they were never the same.
Gilbert, Dave Wilson, and Richard, the freshman. That's number 30. Williams, no.
Williams is the 4 right now. Morrow is the 5 for LSU.
Big knees.
Williams, no.
Williams is the 4 right now. Morrow is the 5 for LSU. Points off the bench, and oh yeah, Anissa Morrow got going.
This should be a hazard. I'm not gonna lie. Anissa Morrow here.
Points off the bench, and oh yeah,
imagine you get poked in the eye by Anissa Morrow head.
Anissa Morrow got going on the glass.
That lion mane.
Has it up top.
Lioness mane.
Gilbert does it herself.
Flip the script.
Okay, now it's back to being
Struggled in that first quarter.
What do you see on the court right now, Christy?
Well, Kim Mulkey's going with a hot hand. Gilbert starting this half, going a little bit smoker.
For the triple.
And I'm eager to see the defense for the Cardinal this second half. They're not in front of their bigs, so some of the rotations, will they still be there? LSU to get going. Flaugier Johnson's going to be a big part of the offense. Just a beautiful pull-up jumper, and she knows how important it is.
Johnson picked up a second foul in the quarter. Dimitri inside for 2.
And then for Stanford, the beautiful footwork. Stumbles a little bit with the ball, but the foot.
Aguera being defended by Johnson. Remember, playing with the 2 fouls. Aguera with the spin off the window for 2.
She has to be hurt.
Insert your card when you're ready.
I didn't see any notification from WESPN saying that she transferred out, so she has to be here.
And it is everyone getting involved. Aguera, beautiful reverse spin move. And well, now it's Morrow on Aguera.
On the switch, and so Harriel drives on Johnson. Right now, it seems to be whoever Flau'jae Johnson has to try to defend with those two fouls. They're going after her. They're being aggressive.
Stanford has done so well in transition defense of getting back and clogging up the paint.
Big knees.
Doing what Anissa Morrow does time and time
Big
again.
Knees.
Yes.
With the big
and
boards.
at the end of it, she's going to make herself heard.
Oh, yeah, she's talking
End of it, she's going to make herself heard.
Chicago. She said, quit playing with me.
They're forcing a stagnant LSU offense.
Smith,
Big fall,
Johnson, deep three to beat the shot clock. 12 points for Flau'jae. Beautiful offense run by Stanford. Buzgana on the cut.
Wait a minute. That Carmelo jab?
Williams has the ability to beat you from
work.
Williams got the space.
It's between her and Madison Booker with the coldest midi, I'm telling you.
She needed, turns to the bench.
Mikaylah or Madison Booker has the coldest midi. I think Mikaylah's game is more mid-range, but she'll let it fly on you too, though. Madison, she's like a point forward. Look,
Williams got the space she needed. Turns to the bench.
You just seen that. It's the same play. This steal.
Day Wilson with the steal. Took it away from Harriel. Up for Smith. Smith to Gilbert. For Smith. Smith to Gilbert.
Hey, James scored.
Harriel. Up for Smith. Smith to Gilbert.
It's 54-50. Right?
He needed. Turns. Up
It's
for
54-50. They keep the score.
Day Wilson with the steal. Took it away from Harriel.
Or is ESPN showing the same plays again?
Up for Smith. Smith to Gilbert.
ESPN, come on.
He's got to go. Shot clock down to 4.
How fast did you want this video to be out?
Aguera into the game, lost the handle. Another turnover for Stanford. Cardinal having trouble taking care of the ball. And here's Day Wilson. Johnson
and one
on the pull-up. Aguera into the game, lost the handle. Another turnover for Stanford. Cardinal having trouble taking care of the ball. And here's Day Wilson.
Come on. It's not that serious, bro. Who edited this video? Like, come on, man. What are we doing? Why are we watching the same play twice?
Sophomore that she's a teddy
like
bear.
I'm watching a Flight Reacts 5v5 video.
And I think the Grizzly
with multiple
was growling on the floor.
Well, I asked her, how will we know if the Grizzly Bear's here tonight? She said, I'll give the flex. Well, she's on the floor giving the flex that time.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But
Lord knows, I'm heavy. I got my weight up.
Or is it her second?
Been in the gym.
Two fouls on Aguera. Flau'jae.
That elbow area on the drop pass to the bigs.
South Carolina played Duke. I don't think I'm going to watch that. But this, I will be here to watch.
Double down on it.
4:30.
Clardy, strong take to the basket
TCU,
for her first two.
South Carolina.
Here's Day Wilson.
That should be a good.
Williams skips it to an open Johnson in the corner. For three.
So that could be really critical down the stretch for LSU.
Aguera out of the timeout by LSU. Nunu Aguera.
So that could be really critical down the stretch for
Nunu Aguera.
And executed. Stanford, every time out, they have come out and they have responded and executed.
Gilbert with the answer and one.
Slice and dice through a defense past 1, 2 defenders who are much taller.
Mark Williams has the rebound. Here comes Gilbert. You know, she'll look to attack the basket. Stanford was ready for it. They get the turnover. Flau'jae Johnson over the 20-point mark again for a 7th time this season and a 13th time in her last 18 games.
Bro, is she doing the same move over and over? Bro, it's like either it's the video showing me the same stuff or Mikaylah Mitty is just
over the
nasty.
20-point mark again for a 7th time this season and a 13th time
game is Mitty
in the last 18 games.
But she will let it rain on you. I ain't gonna lie. That's why she keeps on going.
On the drive, good strong take by Buzgana for 2. Sitting way back off of Dave Wilson. Tempting her to take the shot. Gilbert from the outside will knock it down. Maybe not the best shot by Mikaylah Williams. Aguera, Dimitri on the cut. What a sequence there.
Well, just the entry pass by Dimitri. Her player turns her head, so Dimitri cuts hard to the basket. Nice help by Morrow.
Harriel for 3. Yes! Janiyah Harriel knocks down a 3-pointer. Crowd of 10,317.
Well, you felt Chambers growing up before our eyes there.
Janiyah
Harriel realized her defender is not on her, so she just steps back a little bit, raises up, and knocks it down.
Stanford can bring it inside of 3 minutes. They continue to work on Dimitri near the Stanford bench.
That was a good play.
Inside all alone.
2023 national champions. Boy, that day right there. That borderline started segregation that day. If you know, you know.
Well, some of it's got to be because the last couple of possessions for Stanford, they just sliced and diced the LSU defense that time.
NBA segregation started. If you know, you know. I ain't gonna talk about it.
Morrow hits from the outside.
Who is Nunu Aguera? 25 and 11. She better than Anthony Davis.
It has been a quiet.
Between her and Sedona Prince. Better than Anthony Davis.
Morrow hits from the outside. It has been a quiet. Looking to penetrate, but nowhere to go. Johnson. Gilbert, tough drive. 4-2. But they got a shooter's chance, and then some here with 40 seconds to go.
Well, Flau'jae Johnson's been the best three-point shooter by percentage and make.
Whoa.
Some here with 40 seconds to go.
Well, Flau'jae Johnson's been the best three-point shooter by percentage and makes this season.
No, she
didn't. Williams. Count it and one.
Whoa.
Percentage and makes this season.
That little cross-head,
Williams. Count it and one for the contact.
But they're looking to score quick, and that's the good thing. Williams is attacking, drawing the foul.
Until it's touched, the freshman back on the floor.
Oh, shoot. Hold on. Wait a minute.
For
this is the last 30 seconds of the game.
Looking to score quick.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Williams is attacking, drawing the foul.
Almost messed up.
Until it's touched,
last
so the
23.
freshman back on the floor.
Down 5.
Clock's going. 2-possession game. 5-point Stanford lead. Gilbert, tough 3. Drains it.
What?
This is the play they worked on yesterday in the game. A little wraparound by Gilbert.
Was like
doesn't need 2 feet, just needs the one to knock down that 3.
Like that?
Here's Gilbert. Williams on the turnaround. It's good.
Bruh.
Williams.
Mikaylah Mitty.
It's good.
That's pure right there. That's pure Mitty. What's Stanford gonna do?
Dimitri. Buzgana at the buzzer.
God. This how you feel? God. Top of the.
Just too slow in developing, and I think
Buzgana
had more time than she thought when she
let it go.
Backbone.
Another overtime game. We got 2 overtime games today.
It's been a quiet game offensively. Williams.
I'm a shooter.
It's a 3.
Okay.
They're only
it's their first lead since 3-0 since the first quarter.
The game before this moment was 3-0 on a Williams 3-pointer to start the game.
That's hard.
But then on the other end, Garrett says not so.
They could have just lost. You know what I mean? They was just down 5, and they could. If Gilbert missed that shot, they would have lost this game for sure. Well, Gilbert.
Dave Wilson.
Oh, Dave. 85, 86, 82.
Gilbert. Has Aguera, shoots over, and knocks it down.
Look at them. Yeah, they got some mid-range scorers this year. I can see it now. That first time
Aguera
watching them this year.
Through the legs. Great handle, and the great finish by Nunu. Gilbert trying to take Ogden off the dribble. Good job by Ogden defensively. 5 on the shot clock. It's Williams. 1-on-1. 3 on the way. It's good.
Oh, my goodness.
5 on the shot clock. It's Williams.
Come here. I'm a shooter. I'm a shooter.
Have yourself a nice
Big K.
Time after
Mikaylah.
time in this game.
Big
She
K.
has stepped up and hit the big shot.
Make them respect the Big
Those
K.
who left her
Stanford, y'all sold
early
it.
probably won't do that again because the Tigers showing some of that Tiger
and
magic.
they just gave you that.
To the basket. Shoot the 2.
It's free throws.
Building to make sure the
69%.
home court advantage
was
exactly
Caleb.
Sterling probably won't do that again because the Tigers showing some of that Tiger magic.
Good W. LSU is 10-0 to start out this season.
Incomplete.
Good work, LSU. All right, let's check box scores. All right, let's start with Stanford. Nunu Aguirre, yeah. 29-13, yeah, she better than Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis versus the Heat was nothing. 29-13. She would have had 30 if she made a free throw. Brookwood 19. Tess Hill. Okay, yeah, this is good jogging up and down the court for 12 minutes. Elena was 16 in 41 minutes. That's a lot of 1 for 8. I did it right there. Harold, or what's her name? Harriel with 15. Yeah, Courtney was up and down the court a couple of times. Chloe Clardy was 7 points in 35 minutes. That's some good cardio. To shoot 6 times in 35 minutes, that's some good running. Samaya Smith for LSU. This is some good cardio. 15 minutes, 1 shot. That's elite cardio. It's a good workout. Anissa Morrow with 8. 16 rebounds. One of these layups go in, you would have had a double-double for 38 minutes. Could have had at least 12 or 14. Anissa's better than that. That 16 rebounds is a lot, though. That honestly helped them win, those 16 rebounds. Mikaylah with 32 and 9. Yeah, Anissa needs to donate a rebound. Double-double. Flaugier with 21 and 6. Cheyenne Day Wilson with 8. I knew that name sounded familiar. She went to Duke. 40 minutes. That's some good cardio, though. I'm not going to lie. For 8 points in 39 minutes. Kaylin with 25. Smooth 25 off the bench. Because the rest barely even played 7 minutes. So that was a good 25 for them. Anything else? Anything else is pretty even. So, yeah. Stanford had 8 points in overtime. It seemed like it in the highlights. But anyways, that is the end of this video. LSU remains undefeated. They are now 10-0 and 8-0 at home. Or they're the home team. LSU, or not LSU. LSU is 10-0, 8-0 so far. And Stanford is 7-2 and 0-2 leaving season. So with that being said, that's the end of this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you do subscribe, it is greatly appreciated. See you guys in the next video.